Today's date is 30th of May. My name is Rebecca Cochran. I'm studying Certificate for an Aging Support, and this is my submission for Part A, Assessment 2.
Today is the 30th of May. My name is Stephen Cochran. I have agreed to help Rebecca Cochran and to be video recorded for the purpose of the assessment. So I say, oh hi, thanks for coming today.
Hi, Mr. Goldfab. It's a pleasure to be here.
I'm sorry I can't continue this discussion around Mrs. McCulloch without her written consent.
Of course, here is my consent form. Signed consent form from Hettie and James, her husband and carer. They have given permission for me and my team leader Cheryl to speak to you about Hettie and gain information from you on her medical and support needs.
Fantastic. Thanks for that. Let's continue. Now, who are you both?
My name is Rebecca and this is my team leader Cheryl. We are from the aged care organisation that supports Hettie and James. We would like to speak to you about the services you feel Hettie would benefit from to continue living at home.
That sounds very positive. How can I help you?
We would like to speak to you about the services you feel Hettie would benefit from to continue living at home.
Hettie receives daily medication support from the community nurses to help her manage her diabetes. I recently assessed Hettie and she feels she requires support around meal preparation and housework. I have fears her nutritional needs are not being met, and this is dangerous as she is a diabetic.
I would like to receive more information from you about the services the home care package will be able to fund. I have seen on Hettie's original assessment that aside from diabetes, she also has a diagnosis of dementia and is not steady on her feet. Through the home care package funding, we will be able to provide support for Hettie living at home. We will be able to provide more support for James through support groups and respite options. We could also provide a delivered meal service and have a carer assist with meal preparation.
Hettie has been diagnosed with early stages of dementia. To be honest, I have concerns around how James will cope. He has reported to me that Hettie regularly wanders off in search of particular Scottish treats from her childhood. Nut tea cakes, I think they were called. So she has been found sitting on a brick fence next to the milk bar on their corner, eating chocolate, sweet snacks, and James has had a word with the owner and asked him to phone if Hettie shows up again. It's a concern though. Hettie is also taken to throwing adolescent-like tantrums when she has a craving for anything sweet. I'm not overly familiar with supports available for James. Perhaps there is something you might be able to help with.
Through the home care package funding, we will be able to provide support for Hettie living at home. We will be able to provide more support for James through a support group and respite options. We could also provide a delivered meal service and have a carer assist with meal preparation.
Sounds good. I have to say just how concerned I am about Hettie's nutritional intake and the effect this is having on her functioning well and keep her blood sugar levels balanced is a concern. I have tried to talk to James about this, but it seems to be too much for him. He won't engage in conversation around this. Due to Hettie's dementia diagnosis, she is no longer able to prepare the meals, and James does not really know how to cook at all.
We could provide a delivered meal service and have a carer assist with meal preparation.
That sounds ideal. Do you know if there are any provisions around particular cultural dishes? I know how much their Scottish heritage means to both of Hettie and James.
We certainly do cater to a person's cultural preferences. We will need to gather more information from Hettie and establish a plan moving forward. If our delivered meal service is unable to provide this option, we can have cultural dishes prepared in the home by a support worker or meals sourced from a Scottish restaurant.
Thanks for your time. That all sounds wonderful. How would we keep up to date and share information from here on in.
I would like us to continue sharing information and collaborating. I would like to come in and speak to you every 6 months after every review.
Yes, that would be very beneficial.